Sorry, ladder 4-5 to the Charlie 1-3. Alright, ladder 4-5. After the battalion, you can release one of the trucks for a trick. Ladder 4-5 received. Ladder 4-5 to Manhattan.
Everybody, right now, look to your left, look to your right, look behind you, look at these faces. I'm telling you right now, one of you won't make it to 20 years. Somebody in this room is gonna die. Good firefighters die, smart firefighters die, brave firefighters die. Firefighters die on this job. We are here to make sure that you are trained to the best of your ability to reduce your chances of getting hurt or killed on this job. Is that understood?
Yes, sir!
Be good!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Down! Up!
4,
Down! Up!
5,
Down! Up!
6.
Down!
This whole job is about attitude. You have to have the right attitude. Guys, we're gonna break your chops. We're gonna break your chops over things that you think are stupid. I'm telling you, you ain't getting away with shit. This is more than a paycheck. This is a calling. This is a lifestyle. You better get that through your heads.
There you go. What are you doing?
Can I do this?
I don't want it like that either. Like this.
Okay.
What are you checking for?
Checking the cell, make sure it's sturdy.
Okay, good. I'm not here. What are you going to do with this?
Throw it out.
You're not going to throw it. I don't want to get hit with it. Next step.
Check the...
What are you doing?
Checking the floor, make sure it's solid.
Good. You got the floor.
Okay.
3 guys with the ropes. I want you to take the stairs instead of the gooseneck, all right? All right, who's next?
You can let go now. All right, get in position. See ya.
Nice shot, boy.
This job is a life and death job. Your life and your brother's lives depend upon it. You have to be 100% 100% of the time. No excuses. You're on the payroll. You ain't in the brotherhood. You ain't in the brotherhood till the brothers in the firehouse say you're in the brotherhood. And there's a big difference. You have to understand that. This is the New York City Fire Department. We do things our way.
Stuff that gets done every day. Like the kitchen floor gets mopped 3 times a day, easy.
Now put this door down. Are you done?
I'm very young to be in a sock company with 4 years on, but there's a couple guys maybe 3.5. So we're all like junior men. We grouped each other together.
My desire to be a fireman started when I was a little child. Before anything else, that's all I ever wanted to do. Put something inside me that said I wanted to be a fireman. But that was the only direction I had in life, to be a fireman.
So rewarding. You know, you don't see it in the paycheck, but you really feel it. Like I basically been living here. You know, you see me every other day I'm here with, and you don't mind. You actually wake up every day, not tired, you know, but you're like, I can't wait to get to work. I can't wait to see what today brings.
This is the glorious part of the job, cleaning the sink. Somebody's got to do it.
The amount of time to get the least desirable jobs.
There's no sense complaining about anything because, you know, if you see something that has to be done, you can't complain about it, just do it. Do it yourself. You know, just cleaning the sinks up or mopping the floors or whatever is a lot of pride, and you do it because you love being here.
Be a kitchen bitch right now.
You know, if I take the time out to clean this up and do a good job of cleaning it, maybe that's a reflection upon everything else I do. You can't be passing it on to the next guy. You gotta do it. If you see something that needs to be done, you take care of it.
The whole job is young. You know, the entire fire department is young. Some people think that I'm a young captain. 11 of our guys came after September 11th, 2001, because we lost 6 members that were killed, and we lost 4 guys to promotion. I lost 3 guys to retirement, so I have 11 guys that are new to the squad since September 11th. We're just in a transitional stage. Never replace those guys that we lost But we just through training and through diligence, we'll get back up to that same level.
It's tough for new guys because they're coming to something that they want to come to this company, but they're coming at not such a good time for a new guy to come.
It wasn't
Because
under- it wasn't under our
They're coming under a
circumstances to come
time
here.
where we have a lot of problems. We're dealing with the loss of our guys. The last thing we want to do is train new guys at that point last year.
And it has been difficult, and
Just
it has
need the
been
guys,
it has
you know?
been it
Need
has
the
been a
guys.
growing pains because, like you said, not only are you dealing with raw emotions, you know, from the tragedy, but you're also dealing with human instincts. Like, you know, I want to still fit in, I want to be able to prove myself, but it's hard because you're not only doing it on a physical level, you know, you're doing it on an emotional level too. Because now I want Greg to like me as much as he liked his friends prior to here. There was people who were killed from top to bottom, and the bottom line is the perseverance from everybody is capable of growing and getting back to where it was before September 11th.
This is what we used to use. This is the chalkboard we used to use for our riding list. And that's the riding list from September 11th. Those are the guys that their last tour. Right now, we just have the piece of plexiglass screwed in so nobody can erase it or mess with it. But we're going to try to figure out a way to permanently preserve it.
Roll call, roll call.
Got everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shatsy's driving. Fee's got the can. Hanky got the irons, and you're hooked up with Mike. You got the hook control. Terry, you got the roof. First thing we got to do, we got to drill at 10:30 in Saratoga building. We're going to do standpipe operations and then rescue of a missing fireman.
Guys, listen up. Here's a scenario. We got a report of a fire. It's a fireproof building. 60, 70, and 80. That's the dispatcher's report. You're going to be the engine. You're going to be the truck. So you got it. Okay, you guys can go.
Standpipes in the other stairwell. I'm going up to 7. Go. Hit. 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 Hold up. Go. Hit. 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 Stop. Stop. You're going right. You're going left. Stay to the left wall. Okay? Don't let that door close behind you. Go. Go ahead, 18. You got it. 252 to 18. We got the fire back here.
Start the line, Ken. Mayday, 252 to the tower, mayday, Mayday, I got firefighters down to the bedroom, to the left of the adjoining apartment.
Back out that way. Back out, give them room. The front door, keep coming back. You got another 10 feet. You're going to go that way, and the front door's right there. Go. Go.
Down in the lobby, I got a historical woman staying outside of the apartment. Fine. That's no more.
Get him up and over the hose. Let's go. We got all our tools?
That was your basic forcible entry drill. You know, how to force a door, how to perform a search, how to stretch a hose line, and how to get somebody out. Right from day one in probie school, you know, you're put in a squad, and there's the whole concept of teamwork. You have to have a team.
You can't do it alone. You know, no one man is as good alone as we all are as a team.
In the firehouse here, even at roll call, you all get together in the group. You decide what you're going to do for the day as a group. You clean the tools as a group. You're doing everything as a group. But like we said before, when you go out the door and now you go into a fire, now it's that life and death situation where that teamwork could mean the difference between life and death.
The day you raise your hand and take that oath to do this job is the day the brotherhood begins. That's the day it starts, because you got guys standing to your left and to your right, and those are the guys that are either you're depending on them or they're depending on you, and your life is in their hands and their life is in your hands.
Exactly.
It helps to like them, you know. You're just here for a 24 or you're here for a tour, but it's impossible to like everybody you work with. But once the tones go off, you leave all that stuff behind in the firehouse and you go out and you do your job. Bust chops for a reason, you know. to teach you things, to teach you responsibility. And the fire has to, you know, that you're going to be responsible for somebody that you're with, you know. You have to do your job and see it through to the end. And that seems to be the way we all learn around here.
Juice her up.
Spice up your life. Every day is a new experience here. I'm the lowest of the low. I'm just a probie. I'm a probie. I can't say much. Can't do much. Can't say much. It's the brotherhood. That's what it's about.
Hey, you guys are probies. Anybody say you could talk? Huh?
Usually.
Cornflakes, catfish. It's Bronco's specialty. He was a part of the crew that was working September 11th. And he didn't know how to cook because he was a single guy that lived by himself for a long time. So, cooking meals that, you know, were favorites of some of the guys that were here that passed away makes you feel good, makes you remember them, brings back good memories.
Was that too hot for you, man?
Yeah, something about hot metal.
You should have been a cop. Traditionally, you start out in an engine. You know, you get your sea legs, and you graduate usually to the truck. You start doing truck work, whereas it's more individualized, more specialized. You have more responsibilities in the truck, and then then you go to the rescue, where you know you have a ton more responsibilities. You go to all sorts of extra training. Pretty much, if somebody gets stuck somewhere, you have to go get them. You know, no matter where it is.
Who's down the hole? Anybody down the hole?
Yeah, we're just recreating real training conditions here, that's all. Got to make it as real as possible. You set a fire down there.
Straddle your hole. And, there's no turning around the hole either. It's a bit tight. So.
Which side? Okay, I see the ladder.
Yeah, watch the ladder as you go down.
Yeah, I mean, but if you wanted to do a nice, quick rappel, really can't do it, you know?
Yeah, right, right.
You missed!
Back to work, guys. All right, you guys just stay there and talk. I'll be okay.
You guys are funny, huh? Not too bad, though. They missed. Kind of.
Let me wash your shoes there, man. Look a little dirty, yeah. That's how we clean the shoes here. It's okay, guys. I got it. I'm done. All right, fellas. At ease. They're actually pretty fortunate, the engine, because the rescue company, we have a lot of experienced guys, and they have a wealth of knowledge across the floor that they can pick from. Every guy's duty as a fireman is to pass on experience to the new guys. If you're not doing that, as far as I'm concerned, you're not doing your job.
You know, if anybody hasn't told you, these only get used as a last resort as a backup.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
Big fails.
You do bring guys in there, you go to fires with them, or you tell them about special things to watch out for, things that are going to save their lives, things that senior guys told me when I got on the job. Richie, when we got on, there was guys like that that told us, hey, listen, kid, you know, when you get up on a smoky roof, get down on your knees and crawl around. You know, you don't want to walk off the edge of the building, you know, or, you know, just little tips and hints, how to force doors, you know, little things that maybe they didn't show them in probie school.
A lot of this job is experience that's passed down from the senior guys. And there's a big change with the promotions, guys retiring, and that's not just in this house, that's the entire job. And it's such a big transition through this job right now that you're nervous for anybody who's operating at the scene, because you know that experience level has dropped. And only time is going to make that stronger.
Down Street, 6th Avenue, reporting a person under the train.
Yep. Somebody's under the train.
Rescue 1. Responding via Walker Street, K. Rescue 1. ran over the train.
What's up?
Jimmy, just ensure that the power is off and
Didn't make it. There's not really much for us to do. It's just a clump. It's like, I don't know, maybe torsion, maybe, can't, you know.
15 to roof, OB and can, we're up.
Said it was a transit worker. Again? That's what he said.
1 Alpha 1. That's the northbound T train.
Go to work. Just like that. Mm-hmm.
Go for the rest. Anything else?
You want to just go up here and I'll come out and walk her? I'll come down?
Basically, it was a transit worker that was hit when he's putting up the signals for safety signals. Now it's a crime scene, and the PD will take over and take photographs, and they'll have to remove the body and stuff.
You'd be surprised how many people do it in this city. Right, Joel? It's unbelievable.
Yeah, 3 to 5 a month on average.
Doing this stuff for 14 years, you know right away whether you got out for it. First time you go to something like that, you know, dismemberment or whatever it happens to be, you know whether or not you got out for it, you know.
I've had a couple of them tell me, they say to me, tell my wife I love him, and all that kind of stuff, you know. That's kind of hard, you know. You know this guy's last words, and he knows it too.
All right, let's go. We're out of here.
Friday night in the big city. Seems pretty quiet though, right? Laid back for Friday night.
Yeah, there you go. So you just put the like on that.
This is the night shift. This is the 6 p.m. to 9 a.m. in the morning night tour. Normally, the engine companies and the truck companies, they take care of what needs to be done. We're there in case. But a lot of times we get used because of things being quite a bit different, more complicated, more intense, more involved, and we get used for those situations.
Well, I like to kid all my friends that work in other boroughs that I work in the city and they work in the suburbs. Even though Brooklyn used to be its own city and is a rather large and unique place on its own, but for my way of thinking, Manhattan is where it's at. We don't have the frequency of fires, but we have more emergencies than the other places just because there's so many people here. Now with terrorism and radiation and biohazards and weapons of mass destruction, we're the ones that are going to fight the battle in the streets.
September 11th, the captain who was assigned here was killed, and they asked me if I'd like to come down here, and I accepted, and I consider it a great honor to be here. It's a challenge. It's a challenging place to work.
I've been underneath the top parts of bridges. I've been in tunnels. I've been in collapsed buildings. I've been in submerged vehicles, on top of skyscrapers, in tenements, inside of tanks. Whatever could happen eventually happens around here.
Down here? Okay, here, hold on. Come here. We gotta take you out. Get your shoes on, jackets.
Cookie shop downstairs.
There's a cookie shop downstairs? Squad I into Squad K. The tenants say there's a cookie shop downstairs, so.
New York City firemen are trained aggressive interior attack. Get in the building, push the fire out of the building, rather than go outside the building and push the fire in. So we go in and we aggressively attack the fire and push it out and put it out.
We got cell fire. Well, we got fire over our heads here. Oh, we got fire this way. We need a line down here. Let's go see what we got. Squad I, Squad K. We're in the basement. K, we knocked down the main body of fire.
10-4, Norton, what are you doing down there?
We got the body of fire knocked down. It's just charged like a mother. We need ventilation.
Hey, Norton. Yeah, you went to the basement, found a fire in the cellar?
Yeah, well, we went up the stairs, and it was just smoke. And did you hear me say it's in the cellar? I was telling everyone it was in the cellar. It was in the cellar. That's where I found it, in the cellar, you know.
Fire itself is a force to reckon with. You have to respect it, man. It'll take you in 2 seconds. Has no conscience. Gun.
I've always been in the ghetto for 23 years, and I never worked in a well-to-do neighborhood.
We're up there. You got everybody?
There's a lot of fire activity in Brooklyn. As we say, it's the borough of fire.
It's a good place for young guys to come because you learn how to be a fireman here a little quicker than anywhere else.
I really don't like to call it a ghetto firehouse because it's, generally the neighborhood is just a poor neighborhood. For the most part, I've been here in '79, and this neighborhood, specifically Bushwick, is the second poorest in the city. Consequently, there's a lot of fires, and there's a lot more situations that you have to deal with. It's a little more busy than a lot of other places. It's a little more exciting. And everybody seems to want to be in a place like this or a place in a neighborhood like this.
That bell goes off, you get on the rig, you hear that radio code 1075, get some adrenaline pumping, you got 100 pounds of equipment on you, and you're gonna run through walls and jump from building to building, from fire escape to fire escape. The unknown is exciting.
Every fire is different, every fire is unique, you know. It starts in the basement, it could start in the car club, it could start anywhere. You need all your senses at a fire. You need to hear it, you need to feel it, you need to see it, you need to smell it.
Actually, fire has a life, and it actually speaks, at least to me it does, and you want to fight it. So you're constantly fighting the devil when you're in a fire. If you really listen to a fire, it has a sound, and it sounds devilish. And it's starting to boil, and it sounds like it's talking to you. And you don't like it.
It's kind of unnerving, it's kind of hot, it's kind of scary, but you know the fire's going to go out, and you got to get in there and put it out because you might save somebody's life, so you don't stop.
Let's face it, we're not supposed to be going in there. You know, everything in human nature tells you don't go in. And that doesn't make us actually sane people, you know. Well, a lot of firemen are insane. Good insane, but they're insane because, you know, it don't make a whole lot of sense to do what we do sometimes. Underneath all the rough exterior and all the rough, gruff crap that you'll see a lot of, there's got to be some caring. You got to care for other people. You won't get a lot of guys who admit that, you know, but you got to. Otherwise, why would you do it?
You want to cut that? Actually, I do, if you don't mind. Yeah, you can cut it if you want. Wait. Just cut the breast. Let's see what it looks like inside.
Oh, yeah, she's not done yet.
Let's see. I don't know, bro. It's close.
It's November 28th, Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. Guys with younger children get off for the holiday, all right? Like Tommy's our senior guy. He stepped up to work so somebody else that has younger children can have the day off. I'm sure some of the guys wanted to be home with their families. I know I did, but again, luck of the draw and how the chart falls.
The guys that are new to the company, a guy that's got time in the house, they'll step up to work for them, you know, just out of respect for the senior man, you know. But, yeah, that's what's happening tonight, I believe. There's a couple of guys working for a couple other guys.
And that can go under the bunk for now, and we'll set it up in the office window later.
Captain Metcalf's playing father. Let me tell you, because with the crew we got tonight, it's like a bunch of kids he's got with him.
putting out the finest silverware we have with the nice napkins, doilies.
Paul, can you do me a favor?
What?
That first pie that's in the oven, can you pull it out? The zucchini pie? I've been barking out orders. I'm like little Mussolini today.
Today you like little Mussolini? How about every day?
Just check the thing for me, please.
You want this?
Put it on the stove?
Are you putting whipped cream on this too?
No, that's for dinner. This is gonna be for the dog.
Thanks for coming in early, bro. Do the right thing.
I wanted to relieve the senior man, so get Tommy Burke. 24-year man fireman, so I wanted to get him home. So, you know, plus I miss these guys. They're like a toothache.
You bring the gravy boat?
No, I didn't bring the gravy.
You didn't bring the gravy boat, huh?
This is a riding list. Every day we come in, we have to fill out a riding list. It tells you what's your position. Today is the date, 9/28. Well, it's 11/28, I think. Today's the day tour, and the officer is Lieutenant Makler. I'm the chauffeur. A seated chauffeur is Norton. That's my nickname, as in honeymooners. You're going to the moon, Alice.
Just go to any fire department function and say Norton, and they'll know who you're talking about. In any borough, at any fire department function, Norton is Norton.
This is a HASHAGEN tool, right here. And this is the most important tool in the truck. This forces doors, pulls ceilings, takes windows. You can break windows with it. You can force doors with it. You put it in and use it as a crowbar. You can use it as a can opener method.
First, Norton is good. He's good at what he does. And second, because he's got a unique personality. He likes to have fun when he works. I mean, when the bell rings and it's blowing out a couple of windows, he's not funny then. He's one of the best firemen I've ever worked with.
The can has about 3 gallons of water. You press this handle and it comes out. So every position is key. The roofman gets the roof. The forcible entry team forces the door, finds the fire. The engine stretching the line. The guys behind them are chasing the kinks, hooking up, getting water. And it's teamwork. And if everyone does their job, usually the job goes like clockwork.
Oh, God, I'm not gonna have an appetite.
Come on, bro.
I'm not gonna have an appetite. You're killing me.
There's something wrong with you, bro. There's definitely something wrong with you.
Pork chop, open this door. Well, get the key and open the door. We have the same training as rescue, but rescue does not have the hazmat rig. That's all the special equipment that nobody else has other than the squad. And this is the stuff that we were specially trained on. And this is what makes us unique. This is a level A hazardous materials entry suit. You need this to enter a hot zone of the hazardous materials unit. This protects you. You put your Scott cylinder on first, so you have inhalation protection. And you're inside the suit, you obviously have protection from absorption. This gives you the maximum level of protection. The squads and the hazmat units are the only ones that carry it.
This is the kids' end over
No,
here.
no,
You
I
sit
ain't
on that
saying
end.
the
adults
The
are
adults
down
are
here.
on this end.
Chuck, where's some of this stuff?
That's carrot pie. It's trust me, it's
I
very
mean, bro, listen. You busted
You
your
have
ass
to
here.
expand your mind.
Norton's gonna say grace.
You want to say grace?
Yeah, no one's gonna say something, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Say something.
do we hear this, for God's
Say
sake?
grace.
You stinking animals.
What is this?
I don't know. But your man's own baby.
You knew it. You had to know it. No, I'll take it. You knew it. Auto gas. Classic. Absolutely classic. Thanksgiving dinner. It's a gas leak in the cellar over there. Pretty routine. But it just came at the perfect time. You knew when we were going to sit down for Thanksgiving dinner, you knew that was it. You knew it. What?
Bless the Lord for this gifts you're about to receive from the banner Christ the Lord. Amen. May Father, Son, and Spirit. Amen.
Nice job, bro.
Happiness, grace, for God's sake.
Who said it?
I did. You want to say it?
He stood in for you, Captain.
As usual. As usual.
Very good. Really, you did a great job.
Oh, is that stuff in there funny? Yeah, pick that one.
These are called utensils. This is a fork. Put the food on the fork and put it in your mouth. Using his thumb. Eat a sweet potato.
He's an animal.
Okay, here's the deal. I work here, Joel works here. Our friend Frank was downstairs, but I think he fell off the ladder. So you're gonna have to go down and get this guy. Any questions you have about the space or the mechanical equipment around here, you can ask Joel or myself. All right, on your toes.
Ready.
Hands over your head, don't put yourself between metal and metal.
Okay. Nice.
We acknowledge seniority. The more fires you go to, the more time you put on the job, the more you know, the more valuable you are to a company. Senior man is almost like a title. Paul is the one who's been here the longest and knows the most about the place. Therefore, his knowledge is very valuable. So we all rely on it.
Osmo's 10 minutes on air.
All right, get him out of there now.
All right.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, let's go!
Let's go, keep going.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, there's a guy dying down here, let's go! Fast, fast, fast!
Come on up slow.
10 feet from the top.
Hold slow, hold slow.
Up slow.
5 feet from the top. 5 feet.
Up here.
That's it. Keep going, you got it.
All right, very good, very good. You all right? Good. All right, very good. The one decided advantage you have when you're working in the company is that you have guys with different levels of training where as soon as you get there, somebody's going to know right what to do, hopefully. And in a short time, that'll be you when you pull up. This is not going to be long until you're the senior guy. It happens to everybody.
We're kind of like lifers. People put a lot of time. I put a good part of my life in this fire department.
That's for the snake guy.
And it boils down to your rank, your seniority, and the most important thing is your reputation. Your reputation is the big thing. It takes a long time to build a good one, and you can lose it very fast. If you have a good rep, and you're respected, that's basically the highest form of praise you can give somebody, that he's a good fireman.
Best job in the world.
You get to drive the rescue. Doesn't get any better than that.
That's the kind of people we all want to work with. You want everyone to be able to take care of you, you're going to take care of them, and together we take care of the people that can't help themselves.
Special unit. You got a request Midtown South, 32 West 33, Tipton Broadway, regarding falling debris. Driving a rescue. Thank you. Vehicle worker on the sidewalk struck with the piece of 2x4 that fell off the building.
Need a hand? I'm gonna lift up.
I'm still here, Rich. I'm still here, right?
We ready? On the head?
Yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3, up. But notify your building department also to respond.
A 2x4 actually fell from like maybe up on the 10th floor approximately. And when it fell down, one of the construction workers was standing by and it actually struck him.
Fuck back, boss. The elevator, 5 flights up, and then you gotta go up.
Oh, yeah. You never know.
Hope we go to the next endeavor.
Well, 252, firing shots, so I can help you. Thank you. That was Artie. He wanted to know if we needed a messenger van to get the guys back and forth to the community board meeting tonight.
Hey, El Capitan. What do you think of the fact that Shatsy didn't shave this morning?
What, his legs?
Oh, take a look at the camera. Don't you think he should shave?
Oh! What an improvement.
You're going to a meeting, so I'm not going to do nothing.
God bless you.
Hey, give me a kiss, big boy.
Mwah. Thanks for taking it in stride.
Police say the fire was set at 7:41 Thursday morning in a tailor shop, possibly by a former employee. 15 fire units responded. Although Engine 44 isn't one of the 8 firehouses the FDNY has slated for closing, it might be replaced with a squad company that responds not just to local, but citywide calls. Firefighters hope Thursday's performance helps convince top brass that's a mistake.
44 deserves to stay. 844!
That's what they do at 8:30 in the morning. In front of the firehouse. On the Upper East Side, you think they're going to let us start dinosaurs on the sidewalk at 8 in the morning?
If they move us to the Upper East Side, which is one of their proposals, then Community Board 4 would have no engines whatsoever.
The best way to win this is to hit the public, hit the council, the political activists, and do it that way, because that's the only way we're going to win it.
So we're expecting, hopefully, a big turnout of the community in support for 252.
EMS! Allergic reaction.
They're moving 3 firehouses from our neighborhood, not one in Manhattan, 3 from Brooklyn. This building, 218 Schaefer Street, has been burned down 6 times in 5 years due to arson. A man burned in that building, a Mexican man burned in that building. But they saved his wife and his 3 kids, this firehouse that they're getting rid of. This area is called the dark side of Bushwick, the most poor side of Bushwick. But yet they removed 3 or 5 houses from here. So tonight at 195 Wilson, we're gonna have a community meeting and we're gonna try to stop the removal of this firehouse.
Can everyone please sign in? We're collecting signatures, a petition to help keep the firehouse open. Tienen que firmar aquí, tenemos unas peticiones para ayudarnos para que dejen la estación de los bomberos abierto, ¿ok? Gracias.
This is a big fight, and we're going to need the help of everybody in this room. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Federal Commander Coletta from the New York City Fire Department. Thank you. Anna Gonzalez, who's the chairperson of Community Board 4. Thank you.
What we're going to do now is open up for questions and answers. The gentleman there.
Tonight, a little girl had an asthma attack right next to my house. They called at 5 o'clock because I was right out front of the house. At 5:05, 252 was there giving the little girl oxygen. The ambulance didn't come for 20 minutes later. Who else would have been there who's gonna be there when you take them to Manhattan?
The gentleman there.
Now, they gave us 2 reasons why they're moving this company, 252, from Central Avenue. One is finance, and then they turn around and says because of some terrorist attack. It doesn't take any longer for Squad 252 to get to Manhattan, because you know when they left here that day, they were in Manhattan and died in that collapse with some of the guys got there first. So it doesn't take that long. Now, what I want to know is, what is the reason for moving the company? Is it financial, or is it because of the terrorist attack?
The mayor gave us a mandate we had to cut our budget. The only way we can get the money that they wanted was to close 8 companies. As far as I know, it's not a plan, it's not a conspiracy to deprive your neighborhood of fire protection.
None were closed, I think, in Manhattan, so I just interesting.
Hold on 1 second.
Captain Squad 252. My name's Ed Metcalf. I'm the captain of Squad Company 252, and I just like to... There's a question that I haven't had answered yet by the city, and I was just hoping, Chief Coletta, with all due respect, that maybe you could look into the answer to this. In 1998, they reinstituted the squad concept, and they reopened squads throughout all the boroughs. They tried at that time to open a squad on the Upper East Side. They've tried several times since to open a squad on the Upper East Side. My question is this: how come now, all of a sudden, they want to take an existing squad and take it from where it is and put it on the Upper East Side?
Is it financial, or is it because of the terrorist attack?
And I can't give you that answer.
Let's take all these.
I'll give them all.
Yeah.
It's going to tear our hearts out. But they can't take 252 from us. They can't. But I remember the first time I walked into this house. They were making it the squad. And they were looking for lieutenants to come here. And I walked in and I just had a good feel. I just had a good feel in this firehouse walking in.
This is where I wanted to finish up. I got promoted. I came back to the house. I got promoted out of. And this is where I wanted to finish up my career.
A fire is a fire. A firehouse is a firehouse, and this is home. You know, you come here, this is home. 42 hours out of the week, this is home.
What they're doing right now is tearing the heart out.
Unfortunately, they know, when I say they, the bean counters know that no matter what they do to this job, they're still going to have 100 guys for every one spot. 100 guys on the outside that want to be a fireman for the one spot that's there.
It's very competitive around here. About getting in and guys getting on a rig real fast. And when you're an old dog like me, it's a little bit of a oomph to your step. I'm older than you, you old Fred.
Nah, we're never going to let the traditions die. The traditions are in here or in here. But again, we're firemen, and we all do what we're told when it comes down to it. And if it does come down to it, push comes to shove, and they move us, we're going to go.
It's a dollar.
I know, such a handsome man.
Where are you ladies from?
California.
Portland, Oregon.
Portland,
We're all
Oregon.
from all over.
Near Boston.
It is. All right.
Congratulations, Paul. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Good to meet you. Thanks for taking time out.
Take care.
Thank you.
We'll see you.
Are y'all
Have fun
ready
out
here?
there.
Thank you.
When I was a young teenage boy growing up as a firefighter, and all throughout the country, there was a couple of rescues right in a close period of time that Paul was involved in that made the whole country aware of Paul HASHAGEN. One was the news helicopter crash when he rescued the news reporter and the pilot from the helicopter. Paul was the rescue diver that went out. He went down not once, but twice. He went down, first got the reporter, brought her up, and then he went down again to get the pilot out of the helicopter. And I was just a young kid then, and so Paul was like a legend. And then be able to come here and work with him was pretty cool.
Good luck. Good luck in your retirement.
He's probably one of the most decorated firemen in the city of New York we're losing. Now it's sort of like I can't go to the old guy and beg some information out of him. So I mean, that makes it tough there. You know, you're really in the hot seat now. That's the way I feel.
Paul, quick, get here, Paul.
Paul, here. Here's some water. Here's a can. Oh, no, you're not getting me in this.
This batter's close, you're gonna get the fire today. Put it out.
It's another proud moment in the fire department.
Stand by for the following message.
The old timer is leaving. I've been working on this mural for a long time. So I guess I'm putting some finishing touches on. Everybody that's been assigned to the company's on the wall. That would be Captain Morris. He's noted for training firefighters across the country and how to get through doors and specifically how to get through locks.
I think that might be me. It doesn't have my name on it, but I believe that's my likeness.
Joel's on the wall over there above that sign. Worked with Joel several years now, and he has to be one of the smartest guys I've ever worked with, so he gave him a little bit of Einstein's knowledge in his hand there.
Hey, it's the brain.
Now I'm over here with taking notes. Me and my duck. I'll miss the guys, but I get to see the guys. I'll miss the house, but I get to visit the house. But I'll miss driving that truck.
It's hard to get close. You gotta kind of like just slide it right in and cut it deep.
Oh, look. The truck. It's his first words, his truck. Yeah, he's gonna work out nice here. Today's my last day, so you can drive tonight on, okay?
This is the tougher side to cut, the pulley on the saw.
You ready?
Slide it right in and cut it deep.
Yeah. You're the best driver we have.
Drive the fork right under there and pull it in.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You're still gonna come and see the other firemen, right?
Sure.
See Joel, yeah. You're the best.
Bye.
Bye. There's a little boy that lives next door and has taken a shine to the truck. For 25 years I did this and I was successful at it. And I'm going out on my own terms. And so far I'm not seriously injured. And a lot of my friends aren't with me anymore that just by the way things happened on one day. So I'm getting out of here in one piece and alive, and I'm grateful for that. So I just think when I had my time in there, I did a good job, and I had the respect of the guys I work with, and I can't ask for more than that.
Eeyore.
There you go.
Wait a minute.
It's Elizabeth, my daughter.
Think how skinny I look being next to
I'll be the senior guy to Rescue 1 as of 6 o'clock today.
This is the last time to back the truck in.
Losing Paul is a big loss. But I don't know whether a lot of people realize that we lost a lot of senior guys in that, tragedy. So it's not too many left in the job.
Be a tough drive. So I don't have to come tomorrow, right?
Well, I'm going to be here.
I'm glad of that. Joel! You! You got it.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Outstanding work.
Welcome to retirement.
Proud of you.
Don't put them down cellar. Yeah, your name's already gone from the box.
Oh, they're staying here tonight.
Goes in the boiler room with the rest of them.
Chief, you don't have to help these guys at all. I know, you know what? No one. Good run. What do we do next?
All right, here we go. You're gonna play officer. And Jack, we're gonna have Jack drive. You're the chauffeur. Okay, you're gonna beat up the Williams spot today.
The third coat up is mine.
Down or what? I heard that bell. Santa Claus might be here.
Are you ready for Santa Claus, everybody? Where's he coming from? Who was here last year? It's Santa. For Santa Claus.
You spend more time with the guys in the fires probably than with anybody else, Sometimes it's funny, like everything I do is firehouse related, all my best friends are firemen, when I'm off, I'm hanging out with firemen. It really does become like a whole way of life.
I mean, you have two families, but that's the thing about the firehouse. Some wives, they can't live with that sometimes. That you're just as close sometimes with the guys in the firehouse as you are with your mate. I mean, I won't say that to my wife on camera, will I?
Some guys, you hear marriages just don't work because you're away nights. And for others, it works out, Absence makes the heart grow fonder. I was on this job before I was married and had kids, so it's the way my whole marriage and existence has been, and it's, I'm lucky.
This place definitely feels like home, so it's, it's going to be a bittersweet thing, being promoted out of here. So many guys retired, and I guess, all the guys we lost, so they're promoting pretty fast. So I'm getting promoted a lot faster than I thought it would be.
Eddie, take Richie with you up to the roof.
Rescue the roof.
Yeah, Richie, the fire's mostly towards the front of the building, all right? Right by the roll down. Hey, Liam. Hey, Liam, I think you got it, boss.
Rescue officers here working?
I got Liam's been promoted, so I made him queen for the night.
Hey, good to meet you guys here.
I'm like a heat-seeking missile.
So far, every fire I've ever gone to,
goes out.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm with you tonight. I think those inside guys got an agenda tonight at being Liam's last tour and all.
Yeah. It's nice to get promoted to the rank of lieutenant, but unfortunately on a fire department, when you get promoted, you have to leave the firehouse that you're assigned to. So, I'm really not looking forward to leaving, but,
One off-color comment about my friend Liam. Have you ever had a big swollen tick stuck in your ass?
The day he gets promoted, it's gonna be like when that tick gets pulled out.
There you go. The tick is leaving.
The tick is leaving. But I'll miss him. Dearly.
I think that's a compliment.
It is.
Yeah.
We don't have much time left to break each other's chops. He's getting promoted and I'm retiring in a month and a half, so we're getting our shots in while we can.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
You guys will miss me when I'm gone.
Oh, you're still here?
Yeah, how much longer?
I hate to admit it, but this guy deserves to go anywhere he wants to. And that's a fact.
Oh, there he goes. The Johnny Lieutenant.
We're going to miss him on just being around the kitchen. You know, we got to get a new pet to kick around.
All right. See you later.
It's going to be a big loss to the company. You know, his heart is great, and he loves the job. You know, that comes through also. So he'll be the same way as a boss. You know, he'll just take real good care of the guys. So we're going to miss Liam, but we can't tell him that. You know.
Please welcome the Mayor of the City of New York, the Honorable Michael R. Bloomberg.
Well, good afternoon. It's a wonderful occasion here today. 250 people being promoted to the ranks of Fire Battalion Chief, Captain, and Lieutenant. And on behalf of 8 million people, I wanted to wish all of you the best and say congratulations. There are 15,000 men and women that make up the New York's bravest. And I just wanted to point out to you what a spectacular job they have done during the last year. There were fewer deaths from fire in this last year than any time in the last 75 years. That makes New York City one of the safest large cities in the country. And thank you for a job well done.
Lieutenant Gary S. Iorio, ladder 45. Lieutenant Liam J. Flaherty, Rescue 4.
Okay.
Is this the final roll call, Cap?
No, hell no. You guys talked to me this morning about fire.
Yesterday, there was a cockle-off explosion. It bounced the guys 5 inches off the roof.
Yeah. Mark, you understand what he's talking about?
Actually, Lieutenant Citarella was telling me about it before, too. The bad thing, there's always an opposite reaction. So you think you're on the roof and there's a cockle-off explosion. Well, it pushes the ceilings down on guys underneath.
Because the ceiling is less structurally sound than the roof. So if something's going to give, it's going to go down.
It's going to go first, yeah. So for a rescue or squad company, we got to get in there because there's usually guys trapped. Yeah. That's how they got Kane. That's how Kevin Kane died, and Pete McLaughlin from Rescue 4. Rescue 4, yeah.
Sterling, were you in any of these fires?
Negative.
Jeez. All right, that's it.
Okay. Senior guys keep an eye on the newer guys, and nobody likes to see anybody get hurt. That's one of the responsibilities of a senior guy. But it's also the officer's responsibility. It's ultimately his responsibility. He's responsible for his company.
Any officer who is worth his weight, and that's his main objective, is to end the tour with the same number of guys he starts the tour with. And I mean, you can train as much as you want, and you can drill as much as you want, and you can preach safety as much as you want, but it's a dangerous job. Even when we do our job right, people get hurt and killed. And I guess that's the hard part of being a boss. That's the hardest part, is, you know, just trying to make sure everybody's gonna come home. Be nice. Be nice if I'd stop thinking about it. That'd be nice.
But that's hard to do.
Yeah, it is. It was just too big. Too big to take in all at once. And that's why I'm beating myself up a lot, because, you know, it's like 15 months later, I'm like, well, you know, okay, get over it. And I haven't yet. I have a hard time sometimes. I'm emotional. I'm on an emotional roller coaster.
Al, you driving today?
What's going on, bro?
How you doing, man?
What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Today and tomorrow, and that's it.
But we're getting you.
I made the phone call, said I'm going to take this detail, I'm going to go out to the Rock and do what I got to do for myself and for my family, and 252 will get along without me. You know, now that I'm a day away from doing it, I'm having all kinds of doubts and second thoughts and everything else. But I know, the main reason I'm doing it, I have to be honest, is selfish. I have to do it for my home life. What's going on at home.
That's the reason why I came off flying, to make it my home life easier.
Right.
I'm glad you're coming to Pro School. I tell you, I know you got doubts, I know you got second thoughts, and anything I'm going to be able to help you do to erase them. Where's the memorial going? Where's the thing you guys are building?
Yeah, it's going to be right inside the door.
Anything started yet?
No. We're kind of looking at what everybody else did, and don't want to overstate it, but don't, you know, at the same time, you got to do the right thing by the guys, and it's got to be dignified. And you know, as a family member, what that meant.
Absolutely. I had like a sort of shrine in headquarters, right?
Yeah.
All these pictures of my brother, all over the place. I wore the band, did everything. For a year. I gave it a year. Right? After a year, I went, all right. You know? I mean, you know what I mean, Norton, you know? There's no way possible for any of us to forget. There's just no way.
We need slings, you know. Yeah, thank God.
Is that the original board? That's the original one?
Yes.
Still can't get used to that, man. You know? Can't get used to that.
Got knocked down by a blast of air, and I laid down in the middle of, I got knocked down in the middle of West Street. I was on my belly. I put my hands behind my head and I prayed. I prayed to God for my family, and I remember praying real quick, and please, if it's in you, we'll make this fast. If you talk to anybody who survived down there who was close, they'll tell you a story about a guy that was 15 feet away, 50 feet away, 100 feet away, whatever. That's the way it went that day. It had nothing to do with you're a good fireman, he's a bad fireman, you're a good guy, he's a bad guy. You were standing there, you were standing there. You were gone, you were gone. I'm standing here. I don't know why sometimes, and I fight it sometimes, but I just have to be grateful to God and do something with my life that means something. Because he kept me around for some reason. I'm not sure why yet.
And what's this called, cheese? Chicken corn chowder. Cheese man special.
Chicken corn chowder. Step right up.
I've done what I could as far as the community boards and the political fight. I've started the political fight. We're doing what we can. And I'm going to continue to do what I can. But Bobby has been with me the whole time. He's got all the same phone numbers I have. So I'll probably hand off that section of it to him. 252 will be all right without me. I'm not that conceited or big-headed to think that it's not going to go on without me. It will. And I have to do what I have to do for myself.
How's on, guys? Come get it.
He's still officially the captain here. You know, he was asked to become the captain of the Broadway School over at the Rock. He went there and he took the job. So, you know, if he came back, then that'd be great. But he's a good man. I hate to lose him.
Fries are being delayed.
Fries are delayed.
Good to see it for everybody. Cutting out the bread here.
Where's the chef? Come on, chef, tell.
I'm glad you guys won't make it. I thought I'd have my soup. What's so funny? What's the matter with you, son? Get some cheese.
Fromage.
Yeah, fromage.
You need a hand with that box?
Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night.
All right.
You got everything in that box?
I got people hanging out the back window here.
To the rear? All right. Hey, Chief, we need a 24-footer in the rear. 24-footer.
We got kids on that floor. They got kids on the floor. All right. I rescued the battalion. Now you're saying we got 4 kids all together, still in there. Not counting the one I got out here. You got one out back, there should be 2 more.
Right through the window, Bobby. Whatever you gotta do, bust it, whatever you gotta do. There's people trapped in the back.
Battalion 37. You still have a report for somebody on the 2nd floor, the fire floor. We got kids on that fire floor. The lady that came down the interior said there's 4 altogether. Yeah, she's right like that. The kids won't touch her. Right up to these 111 folks in the other picture case. You still have a report for somebody on the 2nd floor, the fire floor.
Hey, guys. Don't lose it, guys. Don't lose it. The bucket ready to go.
They all got it.
Hey, Tom, what do you need? Okay, baby. Don't lose it, brother. Pull it, pull it. Pull the fucking room.
38-05.
Hey, Chief. We're gonna need oxygen. We're gonna need oxygen. We're gonna need EMTs.
We got a total of 4 people that came out of our floor. We had 2 1045s, 2 that were assisted down.
Buddy, get it down. On the car. Guys, right on the car. That's a home run. Get some oxygen on her, brother.
38 hospital for Division 1-5. There's a 3-year-old and an ambulance down here. This is the car that was removed.
How do you like that?
Primary's negative on the phone.
They did the primary. We're going to do the secondary again. Yes.
1-5, that's 38. Search is negative to Chris.
Tommy. Yeah. Ronnie, let's go.
All right.
37, I had 12. 176, go. Yeah, all the victims from inside the building have been accounted.
It was a lot of chaos. They were saying there was people trapped. We heard that there was people trapped on the radio coming in, and I think they got out okay. I think actually they got everybody out, but I don't know if everyone's alive.
We're almost complete with the secondary.
It's a classic brownstone fire. They did it like clockwork. 214 stretched the line, 111 laddered the building, did a roof rope rescue, put portables in there. They do what they do all the time.
We got everything?
The statement from the Department of Homeland Security says the intelligence community believes that terrorists will attempt multiple attacks against U.S. and coalition targets worldwide in the event of a U.S.-led military campaign against Saddam Hussein. Just after the president spoke, the nation's terror alert level was elevated from yellow to orange, or high, and the Department of Homeland Security revealed details of a nationwide security plan called Operation Liberty Shield.
My message today to the people of the city of New York is simple. Go about your lives as you normally would, and we will do everything in our power to protect you. Leave the worrying to the professionals and live your lives. Otherwise, the terrorists will win without doing anything.
All right, Donald. Sit down.
Hey, Norton.
All right. Just got a call from the hazmat ops. They're receiving high-level threats, terrorist threats. So be aware. If anything does happen, we all stay together. You hear me? We all stay together. Nobody's gonna do nothing stupid. My job here today is to make sure that you guys go home in the morning. All right? Yeah.
if we're going down in
The only kind of heroes they got to.
all level A. We ain't,
We ain't
doubting,
rushing in.
questioning anything.
We ain't rushing in. Nobody's gonna be a hero here. All right, but it could be anything. What they told me is that they might be targeting soft targets like apartment buildings, you know, hotels, that kind of shit. So if we did have a mass casualty, we'd be doing both of these plus the APD, plus you'd be checking for radiological at the same time.
If we sample with both kits, we'll cover sarin, tabin, solomon, DFP, VX, blister agents, lung agents, blood agents, nose and throat irritating agents. So
The only thing this is going
Actually,
to
this is-
test for is a biological.
Right.
You know, but chemical or nerve, you know, we should pretty much have it covered. All right, teach me.
It's a radiation meter. 3 type of waves: alpha, beta, gamma.
Bottom line, what's going to kill me?
What's going to kill you? The doses.
So if they suspect that, well, nowadays a dirty weapon is going off or some kind of spill in a hospital, we put these on us when we go in. These ones actually have an alarm that goes off. These ones that look like a little pen actually have a gauge in there that you have to be zeroed out. And there's a scale, you look up into the light, there's a scale in there. And if the scale's too high, basically it's a warning to get out.
There's a lot more dangerous scenarios out there. There's, you know, the terrorism adds a whole other dimension that we weren't dealing with years ago. It primarily was just firemen put out fires, you know, go in and get people out. I didn't realize we were going to do so much hazmat work, but, you know, it's the way the job is today.
This is not for you. You're for the person coming. You wouldn't use your own. Somebody would use yours on you, but you wouldn't use yours on somebody else. But believe me, if I need it, I'm going to use my own. Oh, absolutely. So you jam it in, and after 10, and immediately follow with that.
I thought about retiring, but I always loved my job. I respected, and it took me a long time to figure it out and do it well. And we have a lot of young guys that need to learn. I think it's good to share it with them and teach them what I know.
Got an unconfirmed suspicious package. We're going to need hazmat to respond. We're going to need them to take some samples to the information here.
Can you tell us what happened in there?
There was a woman who had some powder on her, and she's at the hospital, and that's all I know.
We're back, baby.
You know, sometimes you come into work and you think, geez, it's going to be the day that they do it again. You know? And I put that thought out of my head, and I just come to go along and do my job. Just like the rest of these bananas. You know?
And the way some people cook it, it really could be medical hazardous waste.
Most of these guys were on the job on September 11th, and they've been through hell. You know? Yeah, my 6 friends are out of this company. We almost lost another 9. We were standing on the corner of Church and Fulton when the second tower came down. And yet, they came back to work. They didn't go home and hide in their basement and say, I'm never coming back. They came back to work. We built a company. They're doing their job. And yeah, when they come to work, they think about what might happen. But they're more worried about, you know, what's going to happen, and let's prepare. Let's prepare for it. You know, and if it never happens, God bless us. But if it does, then at least maybe we'll be a little bit better prepared.
All right, you know what? Bring that other Mini over here. We'll let you play with that a little bit. You see, that's how it opens the door, just like that.
We're still on, I think it's level 1. The thing about being here is you've always been available and expected to go to everything that ever could happen in the city. So, I mean, I think our eyes are a little more open now after the 11th, but you still, you plan for, you never know what's going to come next.
go up to the cars. Rather than use the Halligan, stick it right in. Like that. Yep. A couple of pops. The deeper you get it in, the better you're going to be.
I wouldn't trade this for anything in the world. My wife's very supportive, but she knows the dangers. Sometimes I think it's a lot tougher on her than it is on me. She doesn't get to come to Rescue 1. You know, she's got to hear the news or whatever it is. And she knows by now, you know, after 14 years or 12 years or 15 or 100 years, whatever it's been. You know, she knows if it's a fire and emergency in Manhattan or in this part of New York City, there's a 1 in 5 chance we're there.
There's always a lot of risk involved. If you accept that you may have to take risks, and you do it, and sometimes you do it without hesitation, I think that's expected of you.
1075 been transmitted for box 418. The address to the INDF line, 2nd Avenue to Houston Street. That's 1075 being transmitted for box 418. 10-4. Just let Division 1 know that the location of fire is still unknown at this time. It's somewhere in that construction tunnel. They just haven't found it yet.
Hey, Chief, what do we do for you? They're running Fdny. Okay. Go down there, see what's going on? Yeah. I got a dosimeter. It'll pick up anything that might be radioactive. It'll go off.
Apparently, they still haven't found the fire, right?
Yeah, it's just shit burning, but it's just, we can't get at it. You know, it's behind these metal bars. So
they just need fire saws or what?
Father Saw and a torch, we'll go down, we'll team up. But they're going to be running out of air now, so we'll switch out with them.
What do they need that says force entry through? What is it that they need?
A rebar cutter. There's a square bars, you know, little thin iron bars. Rebar cutter would be better than that. Faster. That's good too. That'll go. It'll bring down. Hey, bring a bottle if you can carry it. Soda? What? The captain.
It's Marks. It's Captain Marks.
He's waving. Get the rest of the guys.
Captain in the can got hurt pretty bad. It was a good 500-foot crawl down the hallway to where the fire was. So zero visibility, so it took a long time to get to him. A lot of guys ended up running out of air. I think there was 5 maydays at that job. Most were just missing guys who actually just got separated from their boss. And then the last 2 were for our guys that were unconscious. It was high levels of CO. Yeah, it was well over 2,000 parts per million that we knew of. And about 400 is critical to a person, 1,200 is usually death. You know, he's going to the hyperbaric chamber now, so you figure maybe 8 or 9 o'clock tonight he'll be out of that. And then they'll hold him overnight to watch him. Just a tough situation to be in.
See you later. Take care. Hey, Jimmy, how are you? You know, can't keep me down. Good, little CO, that's all.
Little CO?
Got my ass. Yeah, a lot of CO. That time we got to the fire, got to it, put it out, a couple missing members. Next you know, I'm out of here and I'm way in there. So it ain't like knocking out a window and hanging out a window down here, you know? I'll see you later.
Good to see you.
All right, take care. You know, firemen take smoke and they take a beating, and usually they're able to stumble out of there or crawl out of there, and, you know, that's what happens. Several people were knocked out, including myself, because of the dense smoke down there, without it even being any kind of terrorist threat or operation.
Every time you go out the door, you just don't know. You just don't know. Simple, nice, calm morning, right? Planning lunch, and next thing you know, going crazy.
We'll always operate in the most aggressive mode consistent with safety. But with that said, we have to always consider there might be something else in there. PD, you know, is really not a responder agency. They're a patrol agency. They're on the street, they're walking around, they're trying to prevent terrorism. That's really what their job is. If for some reason they can't prevent it and there's an incident, then it's ours. I mean, in other words, if there's a fire or an explosion or a building collapse, it's the fire department's jurisdiction at that point. Bigger. Bigger. Make them bigger. We're fighting our own war around here, so pretty good chance that we'll be heavily involved in whatever goes on.
We need to do everything in our power to put public pressure on the administration to keep all the current 8 firehouses open. We kindly ask Mayor Bloomberg for his support on this issue.
Oh, Doc's watching the rig. I haven't seen a report though. When am I going to see this? He comes here. I don't even know where he lives. He's been here as long as I've been here. He's a good kid.
I guess the past month we've been faced with the possibility of moving to Manhattan. And my take on the whole thing is just the people here are just as important. Our life here in this neighborhood is just as important as the community, let's say, in the east side of Manhattan.
What I want and what the guys who work in this company want is one thing, and the reality of the matter is if it's deemed that the need is more important over there, then we'll end up going. There's a lot of unfinished business here that's left over from the 11th. We got the plaque dedication coming up, and everybody's doing their part. You know, we're just gonna do the best we can, and you know, let the cards fall where they may.
Well done. Nice job.
These were tools that the members of the company were carrying that day, and it's pretty conclusive. And the way we know this for a fact is because if you look on the inside, you can see the raised letters 252, right? And if you look at the condition of this tool, this is pretty much the condition that it was when it was pulled from the ground. The significance to us is that this is the only tieback that we have to some of our guys. You know, I mean these tools were in their hands when they perished. You know, so it means a lot to us. You know, and we're going to include these in the in the plaque board downstairs. If we move, that goes with us. You know, I put it up there. I can pull it down.
How are you? Good to see you.
And they're supposed to,
all right.
Good to see you.
All right, if everybody would grab a seat. The captain of Squad 252, Captain Edward Metcalf.
You'll have to excuse me. My allergies to these flowers is acting up, and my eyes are a little teary here. It is an honor to be here this morning, just as it was an honor to work, live, and play with these men that we honor here this morning. They all gave us a piece of the puzzle of life with their special talents and their diverse personalities. And they strengthen us each and every day. I can feel their touch here today in this room. I hear their laughter and I see their smiles. I can feel them and hear them and touch them because of you. You live the words courage and leadership each and every day. We thank you for the love that you possess.
May we somehow return a small portion of that love to you. We thank you for the strength that you display. May we somehow add to that strength. May God bless you, the families, and may God bless America.
On that fateful day, they had rescued numerous civilians who were trapped in an elevator. These people are alive today because of the actions of the men of Squad 252. It said that greater love have no man than to give his life for the life of his brother. These men were my friends, my brothers, and my heroes. And this is our tribute to them. If you look on the blackboard, the lower plaque on the board has a quote on it from a play by William Shakespeare. And in this one scene, King Henry V is on a hilltop addressing his troops before they go into battle, and I quote, "From this day to the end of the world, we in it should be remembered. We lucky few, we band of brothers."
Gentlemen, take your seats. Gentlemen, everybody who wears this uniform has been in your seat. Thousands of guys have been here before you. We've all been through it. What you're not understanding is just how big a commitment that this is going to be in your life. This is a huge commitment. You got to really want this job. More than anything else in the whole world, you got to want to be a fireman. When you get that diploma that day, it's not something that they hand off to you. It's in here, bro. It's in here. And you got to make it come out.
One day, you will be old, you will be frail, and you will be slow. And someone will ask you, what did you do in your day? What did you do in your prime? When you were young, and strong, and fast. And you'll tell them you were a New York City fireman. And when the day is done, and the page is turned, that will be enough. How are my Spartans? Good job!